let me get out of the way. Spirit, Frontier, and JetBlue, and to borrow a phrase from CFA Level 4, is this dinosaurs mating? Is this much ado about next to nothing?
Well, we'll see what happens. It's certainly not a done deal in any case because they need regulatory approval, and the regulatory hurdles in the current administration are pretty high. So there's no guarantee either deal gets done. Obviously, Spirit thinks they have a better proposal and really are taking to task the Spirit Airlines board of directors and management team.
No, Helane, just to get this out of the way, because Lisa's got 47 other questions that really matter. How does Spirit Frontier or JetBlue Spirit, whatever the name's going to be, how do they compete with the juggernauts like United, Delta, and American Air?
Yeah, that's a good question, Tom, and I think that's why they need to merge. I think any airline currently not named American, Delta, or United is having issues attracting and retaining people. And one of the biggest issues is retaining pilots. There were 10,000 pilots that retired in 2020 and 2021. And in order to fly the 2019 schedule, they need to hire that many. Plus, to do any growth that they were anticipating, they need to figure another 20%. So this year alone, the industry needs to hire something like 12,000 pilots. We just don't turn out that many, number one. And number two, the whole idea, I think, behind either merger is really about giving employees, and especially pilots, more crew bases, more opportunity to fly the schedule, more opportunity to make captain, which is where you maximize your income over the life of your career.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what we're arguing about here. And I think that's why JetBlue is being so aggressive.
Attracting employees is basically the same as saying having to pay them more. Not the same, but it's definitely part and parcel of the same story. Helane, given the fact that airlines are having to pay their workers more, they're also facing much higher costs when it comes to fuel. How much pricing power do they continue to have as consumers get crimped in other areas as well?
Yeah, that's a great question, and we're wondering that ourselves. So here's how we're thinking about it. The summer is sold out. Everybody who was planning to go away in June, July, and August probably bought their tickets in April or May. And certainly airlines themselves have been sounding the alarm on higher ticket prices. There are also flight cancellations. It's really kind of a disastrous summer, I think. I think we're setting up for a really difficult summer from the perspective of operations. But I think we're worried about September and what happens in the fall, because to your point, I heard you say that gasoline prices are $5 a gallon, and we're certainly seeing it cost more and more to fill up cars, especially for those who drive. And airlines have no choice, but as labor costs go up and as fuel costs go up and airport fees are going up, they have huge inflationary pressures. They need to raise ticket prices. And at some point, the consumer is going to say, okay, we did our travel and we're just done. We cannot fly again.